Peace, what's going on? It's your brother Big Hawk, that Yonkers native, the host of Street Talk, bringing you the latest street news from here and all over. I want to talk about the migrant situation, and I want to talk about how America is split up into two. And when I say America is split up into two, you have a lot of Americans, for some reason, cheering and defending a lot of the migrants that's not even supposed to be here. You have a lot of Americans that are either mayors and governors of other countries, and they're saying they're willing to go to jail because Donald Trump said, listen, when I get into office, I'm going to straighten this out. And a lot of them will be deported, and we're going to do this the right way. They're going to have to leave and get paperwork done and do stuff like other people that came from other countries that have to go through a process. You have the mayor from Chicago. You have some people from Florida and Massachusetts and other places where these Americans are pushing and defending the illegal migrants that came here. And the people that's here, that's struggling, the homeless people in the street, the homeless veterans are not getting taken care of. And then you have Americans like me that want everything done the right way. That voted for Trump, that's for Trump, and we're for the American people. And I'm looking at YouTube and I'm looking at other platforms where you have these mayors and governors from other states that's defying Trump, saying we're going to do it our way, you're not going to bully us, and there's nothing you can do. But Trump did one thing. Trump hired somebody that's a strong person. He used to be a chief of police in New York City. His name is Tom Homan. And Tom Homan said, well, since y'all going to do it that way, I'm going to do it my way, and I'm going to do it the rough way. And if I have to lock some people up, that's what's going to have to happen. And other people and other mayors and stuff saying, well, we just going to have to go to jail. But what I'm trying to understand is this. You don't see a lot of those Americans that's pushing for migrants. You don't see them pushing for Americans that's here, born and raised here, or went through the proper channels, pushing for them to get jobs, pushing for them to get housing, pushing for them to get food on their table. Nobody's seeing this. So America is split into two. You got Americans that's for Americans, and you got Americans that's for other people, then Americans last. And that's how this is going down. I never seen a bunch of people that's mayors and governors of different states pushing so hard for illegals to be here and turning their back and turning their heads on other people that's from here. I never seen that like this in my life. It's disgusting and it's deplorable how we are being treated as Americans who was born here and Americans that went through the proper channels. I know a lot of people from Mexico and other places that went through the proper channels and had to wait 10 and 15 years to get their status, go swear themselves in, made sure they knew the test and everything, and they swore themselves in. But these Americans are just walking in, and you got Americans that's really advocating for them. Like the mayor from Chicago, he needs to be ashamed of himself, man. And then you got these conferences and meetings that they're having, and you having people in Chicago, these supposed to be higher ups, and they're laughing when the Americans are talking. They think this whole thing is a joke and it's funny. So America is split into two. America that's for America and Americans that's for other people and illegal people, and then the Americans, we're going to push them last. This goes for the mayor in Chicago, the ones, and I think in Boston, they saying, in Massachusetts, they doing it, and other places, man. The people that I give the most respect to, and they not playing around, and they hardcore, is Texas, man. You're not just doing that in Texas, man. That Texan governor, he's not playing around with nobody. But the man that I really respect and put his foot down and shut a lot of people up is Tom Homan. Tom Homan came in and said, listen, it's not going to be none of this. It's America first. If y'all want to come through the proper channel. Nobody's saying nobody wants y'all here, but come through the proper channel. But a lot of people don't see it that way. A lot of people, oh, y'all are racist, y'all are bullies, y'all this, y'all that. No, it has to be America first. It has to be the homeless people. It has to be the veterans. It has to be hardworking people as myself that has to work paycheck to paycheck because our checks doesn't add up to all the stuff that's going on with housing and food. Everything is going up except everybody's check. So we need to get taken care of first. We have to be taken care of first. We do. That's just the way it is. People knows my channel is not hate, but my channel is the truth. And my channel, I'm going to bring it straight to you raw, whether you like it or not. That's why some people stay with me and some people go. Because I'm being truthful. My channel doesn't have nothing to do with no racist, no bias. None of that stuff. Is the truth. American citizens and even the people that came here through the channels have to come first. But for some reason, America's split in two where you have these Americans that's really from their gut fighting for people that's walked across the country, the water. Because that's what they did. They just walked in here and they got all of this stuff. But Americans that's been in the street been waiting years, 6 months or more and years to get housing, to get help. How does that happen? Ask yourself this question. Why are some American people pushing for people that's not supposed to be here? But the people that's here, they turning their head. They're turning their back. Why? Ask yourself that question. Really. Like, share, subscribe, and leave a comment. Leave a comment on what you think. Subscribe to my channel, and I'm going to keep bringing more. Shout out to my brother, Philly Dom. Shout out to my spiritual sister, Angela, Mashawn Danique, Check and Effect, Ace Live. Shout out to all of y'all. Shout out to all of y'all. Shout out to China Mac that goes everywhere. Shout out to y'all. I'm out.